What caused the men to go home, Mr. Bull?
Well, in the men's opinion, that the figures presented by management this morning were far in excess of the needs that they thought to supply hospitals and emergency kill.
Mr. Elliott, how many beasts did you want slaughtered this morning?
Approximately 180 large cattle and about 2,000 to 2,500 sheep and lambs.
And how long did you expect that supply to last?
This was a kill to supply the needs of hospitals for the next week.
And the union thinks this is too much?
Yes, the opinion of the men today that they thought it was far in excess, but there was a resolution moved that they commence this kill and a committee be formed to investigate the bona fides of this other stock. Now, a committee was formed, and but before the committee could to go into it in detail, the men had ceased work.
Mrs. Gregory, I believe you don't buy too many lottery tickets.
Oh, very few, yes.
What prompted you to buy this one?
Oh, well, I was going to town last week and my husband, he was home and he said, "Now you buy a lottery ticket." And I said, "Oh, you and your lottery tickets, you're always buying them, you never win anything." And when I was in town I said, "Oh, to please him, I'd better buy one."
Somebody told me that you even changed queues because you were impatient waiting
That's
in the
right.
window.
There was a lady standing there and I thought she was in the queue, but actually she was only waiting for someone. So I just stepped over to the next queue. I was in a hurry and I said, "Oh, can't stand here all day," so I stepped over and...
And you only had the one ticket in the lottery?
Yes, just the one.
And how did you come to call it the child?
Oh, well, that refers to Christopher. Anytime he's missing, we say, "Where's the child?" So...
And you've got a lucky leprechaun. I understand a trip to Ireland might be coming up.
Ah, yes. His father was over last year, and he brought him back. That's the only thing Christopher wanted was a leprechaun.
And he's got grandparents there, obviously.
Yes, both our mothers are alive, living in Belfast.
And do you hope that you'll be able to visit them?
Yes, I would very much like to. They're getting on, and I'd like to see them.
The university will make, broadly speaking, three uses. Firstly, there is a teaching function, and this applies not simply to students studying mathematics, but it applies increasingly to the students in the advanced years of engineering and indeed in commerce and the social sciences. Secondly, we have over the years developed a number of research programs in engineering, in science, applied science, and increasingly in the social sciences, which require the use of computing facilities to handle them. For example, advanced structural design and engineering, X-ray structural analysis of metals and alloys, the study of the properties of complex molecules and the determination of molecular structure, and in the social sciences area, the handling of data of one sort or another, and indeed the recording of experimental information as it in fact is generated.
So you'll be able to keep the computer going very busily.
Those are the two academic functions. There is, however, an additional one which we now wish to embark upon, and this is the using the computer facilities increasingly for administrative purposes and for looking after the library circulation. This is a thing we've not done in the past. It's an activity which we hope will grow increasingly in the future.
type in Australia to be used on a golf club. This has been used in England with great success, and also in America. And as I say, this is the first videotape instant replay apparatus that we've got in Australia.
Now, could you tell us exactly what you do? Over on our right we have Teresa Perusal, who is going to demonstrate a golf shot. Now, could you explain what happens after she's hit this ball?
Right, Noel. Well, before she hits the ball, I train the camera on her and I get her to hit. Now, this camera, it runs through onto a very large tape recorder. Now, this is the actual apparatus that does all the work, and it's very expensive. After she's hit the shot, I replay the tape through the machine, and it goes through onto the monitor there, which is just a very small TV set. And then I get the pupil back, I replay this for them, and I show them their faults on the monitor itself. I can actually stop this machine at any given point and also play it in slow motion, Noel.
And what does it really do for a player? Do you think it instills confidence in them to see their bad shots and then be corrected?
Well, it's something that golf has never had before. People haven't come and have lessons and they find they go to the professional and the professional tells them they're doing something wrong, but it doesn't feel that way to them. Now, if they can actually see it, they can picture this in their own mind. And once they can see it, well, it's amazing how much difference this thing does make. I've had one pupil, the first pupil that I had, I gave a lesson to her and she went out the next day and had 46 points by herself. So that's a little indication how this thing's going to go.
Now, what would it do for a good player, a fellow that's doing his shots properly?
Well, a chap that is a very, very good player now, it's very hard to pick his faults. And of course, with this machine, I can stop the thing at any given point, as I said, and this is the thing that we can pick it up so easy. It stares out so badly that even he can change it rather quickly.
Do you think this will become a vogue with all golf clubs?
Well, this piece of equipment that's here is very expensive, Noel, and a lot of clubs don't like to go to the expense for this equipment, but I think this is the coming thing in Australia. In America, this is very, very prevalent. A lot of the pros own these type of equipments here.
Well, we'll have a look at Teresa hit another golf ball and just line it up. Now, not being able to use the equipment because of the sunlight and where we're situated, what would you say Teresa's faults were, Paul?
Well, she's only been playing a short time now, and I'd say what she wants is about 10 years solid practice, I'd say, from now. But she's got quite a good swing, as you can see, and she find that in years to come she'll be a very, very good player. It's a bit unfortunate that we can't show the people what this thing puts on the TV and actually stop it for them so that they can let it see it, but this is unfortunate that we've got such good sunlight, we can't even see it on the TV. But anyone who would like to come and have a lesson with this machine is quite welcome. Anyone of any description, any club, is quite welcome to come and have a lesson.
And Paul, just briefly, your own golfing career. You're now a professional golfer. What's the future for you?
Well, I'll be here till I'm about 60, I think, now. I've waited a long time for this opportunity and I hope that I make a success of it. I've got to thank Belmont Golf Club. Well, I don't think I can thank them enough for the opportunity that I've given them, and I hope that I give them good service as my boss, Freddie Bell, who retired at such a grand old age. I hope I reach his age and I'm popular as he is.
Are you going to play in any pro tournaments?
Yes, I'll play in some pro tournaments, Noel, but it'll only be a nice, pleasant walk round. I'll let the other gentlemen worry about the money side of it.
My guest has been Paul Robertson, the pro at Belmont Golf Club, and his new revolutionary equipment for golfers both good and bad.